Started at 6:36.
Call it to order.
Call to order.
Call to order at 6:36. And then quorum, we have Mark, Linda, Mark, Stephen, and Greg is online.
Yep.
Minutes, if the board would review the minutes and make a motion, please.
Accept them.
A second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, sir.
So, quick question, just from the minutes, unit 37 is going up for, because it's in the minutes, I can
Yeah.
use that. That's going up for
That's February.
foreclosure, February
19th.
19th. Believe it is, okay, just let everybody know, if you wanna get involved. Okay,
Yeah, that'll go up for all.
you have a chance to purchase it or something,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Yep.
And we have a lien, I believe, on another.
We did, we had one unit, that just, yeah, we had to send them to collections, so.
Yeah.
And we're just doing that out of diligence, the board's required to, but we do it out of diligence to, just to ensure that your all's investment is also protected as a whole, so. There with the attorney.
Okay,
Can I ask a question about the foreclosure?
we're talking as a board, please
If
do.
the one that we're foreclosing on, unit 37, if it's sold, will the assessment for that unit be paid out of the proceeds?
Yeah, bankruptcy is really neat in terms of the HOA side of things. You all get your money first before the bank gets theirs.
Well,
Money
if
they
it's,
owe us,
But that's
not
the money
assessment.
they owe. What
The
about
owner
the
buys it.
assessment?
I think it would have to be
Oh,
assessed.
the assessment isn't levied yet, so it would go on the new homeowner.
If it's levied before they foreclose, would it have to be paid?
I can't answer that. Let me look into that.
I'm
Yeah.
just curious.
Yeah, no, it's
Because it's per door,
Yeah.
'Cause I
and so it
wonder-
literally belongs to that door. And so I'm assuming no matter where it's at in the process, but I would like to find that out for sure. So let me ask
Yeah.
Daniel that.
Oh.
That's a really good question.
it is.
Let me write that down real fast.
Yeah.
Um. All right, thank you, guys. So do you mind if I share the financials this?
Please.
I don't typically share the financials. It's always 100% available. Just so you guys know, the financials are sent to you all as we call it a resident package every month through the Connect Resident portal. So please go on and view those. It's quite transparent. This month is a neat month for you guys because you're
You're not
operating.
sharing.
What?
You're not sharing.
Oh, I don't have it up there. It's in my hand and it is in the package I
It's
sent
in
out.
Okay, well, but the peep, okay,
They
Um,
can't see it.
all right.
well, it was emailed to them.
Okay.
They can pull it up real quick. Your operating is at 72,000. Your reserves is at 899,000 for a total cash of 972. And this is the December 31st. I ran your financials a few days ago in preparation for some of the special assessment stuff, and you guys actually rolled over into $1 million. So I just wanted to tell you all, we're not collecting money just to collect money. That's not the goal. The goal is to be fully funded from an operation standpoint, and then go into the special assessment and be able to make repairs like what we're about to vote on.
Yeah.
We're gonna be able to make these exterior water shutoff valve repairs to every unit so that every unit has an easy to move water shutoff, and it won't come from the special assessment. It will come from your reserves, which are fully funded. So that's a really neat thing. And dues weren't raised this year. So that's just another bonus. And then there's one more thing down the list that we were able to reference the reserve study, and we'll be able to pull that. That was the electrical cans. I looked at the reserve study. The electrical cans are in the reserve study, and I told you all I'd look that up and give you an answer. Both the exterior water shutoffs and the electrical cans are in the reserve study. So those monies for that can be pulled from the reserves. It won't be included in the special assessment, which just helps drive that number down a little bit when the time comes.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
we have a
Good.
cushion.
Do we have a date yet for electrical?
We don't. And so the thought is behind the electrical. Right now, when you look at those panels, I get mixed reviews from residents, but they're just not attractive. And I talked to Mike, our architect, and asked him if we could wait on changing the cans, because when we change the cans, we're going to change the little roof and the walls that are built around them. And if we could somehow incorporate that into the overall scheme and the upgrade so that it looks beautified, so it flows better. So we don't have a date because we're kind of trying to postpone changing
Makes
those for when they're wrapped into the whole project. We want everything to flow well. And that is,
So we saved around $68,000 under our budget last year. I believe that's the number I read, right? Is that wrong? Yeah, the plus 68,000
From last year,
from last year.
remaining.
correct.
Yeah.
Last year, and I spoke with the board about this offline. Let me know if I'm oversharing or talking too much, but the last couple of years, C-Place struggled at the end of the year, pretty much after September, so October, November, December, in paying the bills. I had a hard time. I was literally waiting on you all to make your monthly payments, and then I could pay a bill. And what we prepped for this year, and the reason we rearranged some of the things, like Jenny noticed, some of the things were rearranged. It allowed us to keep the fees the same, but then structured us for a little bit more cushion in the operating for a month-to-month basis. So if someone drops us for insurance purposes, we can pay that and be okay and not hurting financially. So yeah, there's some neat stuff. It's finally come together after 2 years of working together and trying to get us to a place where it's just like your personal bill. I try to have 3 months in my operating at home. That's separate from savings. It's the same concept. We're trying to have 3 to 6 months in operating. So when emergencies happen, you guys, there's no worry. You guys are in a good place financially. And that's it for me. Action items. I have 2 things, and there's agendas up there. I printed a few agendas off for you all. Action item A, exterior water shutoffs. Last board meeting, this was on there, but I kind of got a little scatterbrained and forgot some numbers, and I messed some things up. There's actually 4, and it was I got a 4th one to come in, and it's the last page of y'all's packet. So just go to the very last page. The gentleman Mark mentioned earlier, Greg, who lives on site, we went to him for another proposal as well, just so we have a plethora of proposals. So it's the very last page of the packet, and it looks like this. It has almost a B on it.
1,800.
So we have 4 proposals. Cheatham Construction at 31,000, Swift Plumbing at 24,300, Totally Hooked Plumbing at 1980, and this 4th at 18,900. Now 18,900 comes in even a little lower than Totally Hooked, but I just want to speak to Totally Hooked for a second, not to account for them, but to account for Stephanie Dale, a resident in the community. She's a member of BNI, and Totally Hooked is as well. And because they're both members, they gave Stephanie, which we got to participate in, a huge discount, which brought them lower than anyone until this last estimate came in. So Totally Hooked is very professional. We use them at several properties, but we also use Swift Plumbing. And at C-Place, we use the last one that I put in the package. We use Greg quite often. So
We use Greg for like one-off things.
one-off thing.
Yeah, well, pretty good job for him.
So is this is the guy who's renovating?
Yeah, he's doing Greg's
Right.
team
Yeah.
till forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, totally.
Agreed. That's mine.
We don't need to vote on it.
Yes.
Greg, you want to say anything?
Totally hooked.
Uh,
That's
Totally.
2. I agree.
I third it.
All in favor?
I,
All right, so we're gonna go with Totally Hooked. I'll let Stephanie Dale know. I'll send her a personal email and thank her for that.
think that
And if you guys see her around, she's the truck that says Go Tuckin'. So if
Yeah.
you see Go Tuckin', that's her. So
She
we,
used to be on the board.
and she used to be on the board. Yeah, she's a wonderful asset.
Okay,
That's action item A, and the next action item, it's not necessary for the board to vote on this, but I wanted the board just to vote on it, get it out there, so it's settled and done and everyone knows, because the most assurance that we have moving forward, I think the easier it is to kind of mentally grasp some of these things. So the B, special assessment number of payments, 2 or 3, and the board doesn't have to vote if they don't want to. I just do it out there as, I feel, like I said, I feel like assurance. It lets you all know where you stand.
does anybody, we talked about last board meeting, does anybody else like to view another point of view or bring up another point of view that we didn't think about previously?
My point of view was the more we, 2 to 3, I think 3 would help, but, in my case now, it's changed only because I'm getting all the money up front now anyways, but I just,
For those who aren't.
right.
So I know this is our decision, but I would like to know what the residents want really. And I know we can't take a vote of the residents, but there's an idea that if you pay 2 payments,
Do a
you
survey.
get
You
it
could do
all.
it right here.
I
Put your
would
hands
love
for
to
three.
raise
Raise your
hands.
for 3.
I mean, it's not official and we might go the other way, but I'd like to know what y'all are thinking.
Just to cut down on chatter, and the amount of
With-
communication back and forth. If you're in favor of 2
Two
payments, you could raise your hand.
2 payments?
If you say two,
2 payments, raise your hand.
that's a comment I've been making. 99% of all the projects I have financed in commercial real estate notes have a draw schedule.
Yeah.
And that's when banks and the funding people then make their payments. Is it outside the scope of ability to ask the contractor to coordinate his need for money with the assessments that are made?
We are close with that, Chris. We met with them 2 weeks ago, possibly, and we brought up some other ideas, and the whole board was on the call as well, I think, and they have to go back and do a few things. So we asked about that, how much up front. So we're working, Chris, we just don't have an answer yet, okay?
You know, the idea is.
The payments based on the draw.
Right.
And on completed work.
Yep.
And concurrent with that, I know this contractor is bonded. I'd like at some point to see their bond that's written that protects us.
Yeah.
We had our legal team review everything, so.
Yeah, we have to- We're paying for it.
Every draw you have in it is.
So-
That seems.
Is there a cost difference between processing 2 and 3?
There's not a cost difference between processing 2 and 3. I want to explain to you all the thought from the association management side. It's not necessarily Kevin's thought. It's just the thought that goes on in the background because we do this often. Associations like to restrict it to 3 at the most because what they've noticed is residents lose sight of and interest in making the payments. You get a little booklet whenever this happens, and it's like checks. You get 3 payments that you make. What associations have found and boards have found is after the second payment, they maybe get 50% of the third. And that's not good for the association as a whole. And the board has a fiduciary duty to collect these payments on behalf of the association, on behalf of y'all. So I've gone to board members and I've gone to other managers just to ask. And most of the board members will say, I wish I would have never allowed more than 1. I don't like that for y'all because I feel like you deserve 2 or 3. You're in a different position. Your number's much higher. Other associations are looking at 60 and 50 and 40. You all are looking at 90. I like the thought of 2 and 3, but 3 scares me because I have colleagues that do this all day, every day. This is what we do. And when you get to 3, you get 50% of that cut or that check. And then you're going and doing what? You're spending legal money that you don't have, lots of legal money to try and get it back from those residents.
So to answer Chris's question,
Penalty.
You're again getting
You
into
still gotta
legal
get
and the
it.
attorneys are 350 to 400 an hour, and I promise they levy hard. I mean, they charge. There's no wiggle room. There's no freebies.
So Chris made a comment about not paying until they get paid. Even if we collect it, we don't have to pay our invoices until the work's done.
100%.
So we would hold it, right?
That's correct.
We're not gonna pay out, Chris, without the work being done.
That's good. Do you have an escrow agent?
The money's with FSR and they have a lending department, so it'll be in their hands.
Sure. And escrow agent?
The money's in FSR's hand and they have a,
Chris, it's a fair question, but I'm gonna table you, okay? Because, hold on, folks, because, Chris, hold on, we met with our friend down south. They did exactly what we're doing. And there was no issues. They are with FSR. So there's no funny money going on here. I understand. Do me a favor, put your question. We're running out of time, Chris. Okay, we're not even supposed to answer. I'm sorry, we're not even supposed to have questions from the board right now.
Don't worry about
I mean, from you.
it.
Thank
Don't worry
you.
about it.
I'm just trying to get us through our meeting. Write it down what you ask and we'll get the answers. Is that fair?
On it too. Just
Right, we'll get. the
yeah,
answers.
100%.
vote on it tonight.
We're not.
Yeah.
We're not.
So we would make a motion to postpone this.
Did we decide on 2 or 3?
They decided,
It looks like most people want 3.
yeah, they decided
Then
not
you
to
gotta
vote
decide
on it tonight.
percentages.
We're not gonna vote on it. We need to get a little more information.
Yeah, and this is your guys' opportunity. If you see them or have their emails or phone numbers or mine, and I'll get it to them, just share your opinion because your opinion matters. So it's your all special assessment. So,
Laundry.
and then last but not least, the North Laundry Room. I didn't want to bog you all down, but I also didn't want to just be vague. So you have a 3-page document that I posted up there, sent it out as a package. And it's at the top titled "C Place Condominiums at Atlantic Beach Laundry Rooms." And this is just an overshot of our laundry room situation and the cost to bring the North one back to life and or decommission it. I like the way it's written just because it gives you the close to exact dollar amounts and allows you to make the decision because it's not a board decision, it's a resident decision. Amenity changes are resident driven. So you guys need to be educated and informed on what you're voting on. At the moment, there's no vote for this. It's just a thought moving forward just to try to educate. If option A is to keep both laundry rooms, replace the failed propane tank, replace the failed water heater, and maintain 2 active laundry rooms. The estimated total cost for this is a max of approximately $21,000. Option B is to keep both laundry rooms, convert them both to electric because the company who leases our washers and dryers, they don't like to mix match. They don't want to do propane in one and electric in another, which is understandable. So if we were to switch to electric in both rooms, this isn't including the washers and dryers because they're given is the wrong word. They're not leased for a price. We're just using them. They collect the quarters that are dropped in them. So if we want to change to electric, it's around $28,400. So that one is quite pricey. And then the last option is to decommission that North Laundry Room, remove the propane tank for safety reasons, and operate on one, which again, it's written in here how and why that's possible. It's because we have more machines than we need. Our vendor for the washer and dryers has said, you guys are overcompensating. You don't need that many. And so we can downsize.
And those numbers are in here too.
And those numbers are in here too. And so it says, why is downsizing being considered? Historical usage data shows the community is over-equipped. Our laundry room vendor confirmed 1 laundry room would adequately serve the community, and equipment is approaching end of life and future replacement. So we don't want to replace one and not the other. We want to try to do it all at once. So whatever decision we make, We've got to try to make it all at once. And
If you got rid of one, the north one, would the south one still stay where it is, or would there be a more central relocation?
it would stay right where it is, and it would get brand new units. So it would be 4 brand new dryers and 6 washers. And we talked about adding a couple lines in because we found a little spot in the wall where we think a second set of washer or dryers could go.
Right.
So we'd have 6 washers and 6 dryers.
Right.
And it would be in the same space right by James's office.
And it would be use credit card.
Yeah, and they want to update the
No
payment status,
quarters.
so you guys, yeah, so you guys can just tap and go and blah, blah, blah. So,
And then we could potentially use the other space for bike storage or something else,
Right.
which we know we could use more
Because
bike
we have-
storage.
People have had bikes stolen recently, yeah, so.
And they get rusty sitting out. I'm all for getting rid of it.
so this is more of just,
My bike.
repetition is important. This is more of just a repetition moment where we just put some information out to y'all. You guys just sit with it, think about it. And,
So
Will that go out to
So-
them?
oh, this is all in your packet.
In the-
Yep, nope, this is all in your packet. And it's just more of a thought, just to get the gears going. And I also put all of the estimates in there. So every estimate and the email from the washer and dryer company, the recommendation of being able to eliminate one, that's in there as well.
We'll have to do a vote like on the ballots.
Yes, and that's,
So we can't vote tonight because
Yeah.
not everyone's here and we have to have a ballot.
and I want to now talk to that too. I met with my RD today, Nicole Jansen. She's been here a few times, talking to her about how to navigate architectural changes, modifications to the amenities. It's in the documents that the board can levy a special assessment, but it's in the documents that the membership votes on what is changed. So we know that they have the authority to levy the special assessment, but you all have the authority to eliminate or not eliminate a laundry room. Soon, there's going to be several changes, and Mark and I can go to that now. I'll pull up a picture. Soon, there's going to be the option to make C Place look better. It's absolutely amazing. We've been going through it.
we met with our architect and Belt Engineering and Valcourt 2 weeks ago. Our architect delivered some photos or some ideas for us.
Some ideas, yeah.
Ideas. These are
So-
only ideas.
And the
We sent
reason,
them back to do a couple other things.
yeah, and the reason I mention it now is just like the laundry room, we can't change the paint color without everyone's vote. We can't change we can't change from vinyl, which isn't good out here at the beach, vinyl siding, to hardy board, which will last decades. Those are all decisions that have to be, as a community, 100% of the votes. So this is something exciting to share with you all. Those votes are coming, but this is also potentially what's coming. Now, we want to just say right now, this area is railing with you all. That's still going to be railing. So this is just an early on photo. This will still be railings, but this is the thought that they would go with a Nichiha, that's the name brand, and it's vertical siding. And so it brings it back to original, but it also modernizes it. You see that the ladder wells will be white, which right now James has an issue. He can only soft water hose those off because if he pressure washes them, flakes go everywhere. It just disintegrates the paint on it. That'll be eliminated when all ladder wells are painted white. So you see there'll just be a good flow all around. There's certain points where there's an overhang. One of the dilemmas we've had at C Places along the wall where you see that white band right here, folks have attached, we were built in the 60s, so folks have attached conduit and cables from Comcast and cables from just all over. There's a small overhang all the way around in different areas that the architect is thinking about building just a small box that looks pleasing. It's good for the eye, and he'll tuck certain things away in there so that there's not cables everywhere anymore. So anyway, there's so many thoughts going in to the project. The architect has been valuable, so valuable. And so this is just the intro. There's a lot more coming, but your guys' votes are going to matter. And what we need to do is advocate to the residents, to the other residents that don't come every day. I see you each meeting, you know, I see you each meeting, but we need the others to show up to make sure that we vote, because
Do you have the other picture too?
we saw what happened in the last vote. We weren't able to get to
Yeah,
the,
we couldn't get to
we
the
couldn't-
required amount.
the required amount of
vine-
votes.
I mean, where the vinyl is, that's that
What,
hard,
the other one?
like hardy plank. It's a cement board, but it looks like wood. It's really a
The one
good
that
quality
Mark
product.
shared. Like, the architect designed.
The architect, that one is Greg's.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you do. You have an email.
It's in your email.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what.
Then also what the doors are gonna potential, I think that is nice to share.
The fiberglass
That's what I'm trying,
doors.
that's what I'm trying. to-
Yeah.
Let me
One
look.
thing we're.
With all
we
the
had a-
different specs, Mark.
We had a call today. Let's see, so go back to Mike Murdoch's email. We had a call with architect. Dockport was supposed to join. Did not. Ryan had flu or something come up, so he couldn't join us. So we talked as a few of us. And the plan is for next board meeting, which is March 16th. We should have 2 renderings here that you can walk up and look at.
Oh,
That, okay, and we'll have some stuff. Like, yeah.
Color
so-
samples.
So hopefully we can pull a lot together. That's what the goal of the architect. We just got some questions we need to answer.
Are the light
It would be
fixtures?
nice. Wow.
It might have been before.
There we go. One looks cool. The architect, his name is Mike Murdoch. He's out of Tampa,
It's in
Work with
Murdoch
Paul.
Purdy.
engineer. He was here.
He
We,
walked.
there's a bunch of people walking around with him. It was back in the.
Yeah, I apologize, Mark. I thought it was the one that you,
Go to attach.
I got it right here. I'll email it to
Go
you.
up top, see where it says attachments?
Attachment.
You're searching him, right?
Mhm.
What did y'all think about that one rendering? You like it? It really does fit with the community and the trend that's going on right now.
Maybe this?
I just sent it to you. If you.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
So if you hit F, if you hit function F11, you can make that bigger screen.
Okay,
Function F11.
I'm gonna, share the screen first.
He's sharing it with them.
Mhm.
Try F11. No,
No, but I can download it and,
so what, I mean, it's hard to see folks because I was hoping to make it bigger, but, we talked about lighting last month. Those are just samples. We'll have those samples in the $10 on boards to be, not just the building covers, okay? So we got a lot of work to do, but Kevin Mayer and his wife have offered to help us with that, okay, in 74. Just get rid of that settle bar. Yeah. And get rid, I don't know what you're doing.
everything.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay, so up top, you want to,
Scroll back
yeah,
down.
let's start at the top left corner. Okay. This is an idea.
Of what the doors, the front
First,
door.
second, and third floor.
Second, third floor.
Okay. Now, the middle door is not correct because there's no window above it.
Right.
The third floor, yes. Okay, he came up with colored windows. That doesn't mean we're using those windows, okay, folks? We're asking Valcourt, they were supposed to answer that today, and they did not. Mike is sending emails to Valcourt, get who do they use for window manufacturing door? You can come up with, sir, door manufacturing, okay? So you can see the doors, windows, and now lighting is pretty cool here. And the lighting, if you know on like balconies, how light is all the way up to the third floor.
Yeah.
So remove them and put them on the side so you can get to change lights, and these will shoot both ways.
They'll go up
And
and
they're gonna
down.
be,
That one.
yeah, the one on the left. 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 hit mute. So, Kevin, I'm gonna put you through training.
No, I'm gonna mute everyone. Somebody's. Where's that going?
Okay,
All right.
now slide over to, so then mine came up with kind of like a beige color to paint the room. Few of the board folks, I'm not sure about the beige. They were more looking at more of a type of a white, okay? So we're gonna have a couple options there with that. And then you can see the Ichihad, which is hardy board. It's just a different brand and it's more, I've heard it's a better pricing than the hardy board, okay? So you can see that on the right there. It's gonna be very similar back to the retro days of where it was in 67s. You wanna go all the way back to the left, Kevin? And Kevin can share this, but this is not exact, okay? We're not there yet, but as we sent Mike back to the drawing board, and you just look at kind of the front, how, what the paint color, we think the paint color on the brick will be lighter,
Yeah.
okay? And the railing, we talked about maybe black, if you notice, black windows, not white windows, okay? And then on the railing, it would be wraparound railing from all the way around. We're taking off the side concrete because of the, what the damage they do to the balconies. Takes weight off, plus it's less waterproof issues, okay? You can slide, but you can see there's ideas of, Mark, point to the different lights, like, we got.
Oh, yeah. You
Those are
see-
the right lights I talked about,
Yeah.
but then the other lights,
and what's
the
mine?
little ones.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta look at that, okay? That's more, that's not in the contract. We need to figure out how much money that is if we have room for. That was Mike's idea to create more lighting building, okay?
Yeah, those big,
Yeah, yes.
It makes it look
Spotlights.
industrial and
Slide.
it's not.
So he's going back. And that's it. But he can put this out on the portal. Might as well. And like I said,
Just know it's
we're
subject to
hopefully
change.
next month, we'll have place, glossy big pictures that you can, will look, and then in April we'll vote.
hey, that's
A
great.
lot of work by a lot of people.
A lot of work.
Yeah, let me make a note, just know it's subject to change. It's just kind of preliminary.
When the mortgage people were here and I brought up the question about a date, you said they were gonna talk to us about it later.
Yeah, so I think last board meeting, we talked about potentially March or April. We're leaning towards the third Monday of March possibly being the special assessment date. We're not 100% there, but we're leaning towards that date. The fall back date would be the April board meeting.
So the lawyers all agreed to the contracts.
The lawyers agreed to the
Everything's
Valcourt
been signed
contract.
off with Valcourt, which is important. So there's none of that now. So it's now just finalizing the ideas and bring it to you in a month. So we all can say nay, yay or nay, and the residents will vote. And what if we, one or the other, we're gonna give you two shots, two options.
Yeah.
That's what the architect and that's what the engineering firm recommend, only two. Any more than that, it's too difficult.
Just to be clear, so
Plus it costs money.
the first assessment payment would be due in April. Is that just-
So the thought is that the special assessment would be levied, which just starts the clock. It's not the date that it's due. Yeah, so if the board levies the special assessment on March 16th, then we would set a time frame for when the first payment is due. We would all know at the same time, and then we would know when that second payment is due and or if there's a third.
Yeah.
I guess it would be like 3 months or so after starting the clock.
We're
or
asking-
like after 6
The thing is, Valcourt will have to submit permits.
Yes,
Thing roll.
we need to start getting money into the account to prove that
Right.
we have money and we are doing something.
So with our reserves we have today, could we use that for the permits in the beginning? I would think we could, because it's work gonna be done, right?
No, it's
I'm not,
associated.
but you would have to
if
pay
it-
for permits
You can
anyway.
only use reserve money for what's in the reserve study.
I know, but I guarantee you have to pay for permits in
Oh,
reserve, studies, Kevin.
No, not for the milestone.
Okay.
But you will need permits for the construction, but it would come from the from the special.
Just trying to think. I think we should evaluate that. That's all.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
you came back and okay, just
Yeah.
let's double check
Let's
that.
double
just-
check all of what we
I mean, that
can
could
do
Well,
out of
potentially
the
save a few months.
reserve.
So with that, folks, who's joined the Facebook page? No questions. We're done with questions, folks. Who joined the Facebook page?
I did.
Like the old one?
Kelly.
New one.
44 started it. Kevin, please, remind everybody of that somehow. so
Yeah, let me
we can
put-
Show it to them.
I'll
Yes.
pull it up and.
Yeah, I posted a contractor I've used. He was wonderful.
Yeah, that
He's
was good.
Very reasonable. Does fantastic. Saved me a lot of money.
That's what
Other-
it's used for.
Could you give the link for the Facebook page so people have?
Yeah, Kevin is sending
Yeah,
it
I'll
out
see
to
if-
everybody.
I'll see if I can share that
It's
link.
pretty easy. I found it,
I
Which
found
is-
it, but right now I don't have internet.
you know.
Yeah.
It's called Sea Place Atlantic Beach, Florida. All you have to do is search, Facebook search Sea Place Atlantic Beach, Florida. Okay, just add Florida to Sea Place Atlantic Beach.
7:15.
Yeah, and I posted this company.
Sea Place, Atlantic Beach, Florida, yeah.
Okay.
I moved.
And we should post that information.
He got
Kevin, you
it.
have?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He does.
That's
All right, I adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. We need that. No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think one gentleman, there's a